What up, everyone? It's that time again. Now, this time for this week's most controversial fights, we have Marvelous Marvin Hagler versus Sugar Ray Leonard. And I know a lot of people were excited because I put this up in a poll, and a lot of people were picking this fight over the Jacobs Triple G fight, which were the tiebreakers. And also, I had people DMing me saying, "Oh, they're looking forward to this one." So let's hop real quick into this. And remember, keep track of the score round by round with me, and let me know at the comments below who you thought won this fight. And also, before we get in this video, as always, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be doing this every week, controversial fights, and follow me on Instagram so you guys can vote and see, so I can do your most controversial fight that you want me to break down. But let's hop into the video. Let's start with round number one. Round number one, Marvin Hagler is turning right-handed. I don't think I've ever seen Hagler turn right-handed in the fights that I've seen him fight. Leonard coming out with the jab. Hagler is trying to come over the top with an overhand right. Both guys are moving. Leonard's moving around. Hagler's feinting, trying to see what Leonard's going to do. You can see that they're trying to feel each other out. I was going to say, look, Leonard looked a little sloppy throwing that 2-3. I think he was trying to sit down on his power, let Hagler know that he can't just walk right in. Hagler is doing a good job cutting the ring off. Making sure Leonard stays like on the side. I just think Hagler should be working his jab more. He switched up like that, double jab, good. I think he should go back. Good jab to the body from Leonard. I think Hagler should go back to being southpaw. See, that's how I've always seen him fighting. Right now, he's just looking for that big right hand. Good. Hagler blocked the 1-2, but Leonard was able to slip in a jab. So Leonard's moving around. I like the movement. Good jab from Leonard. I just think it's a little bit much in the sense of bouncing around. Like, I don't think he needs to be bouncing around so much. Because Hagler isn't pressuring much. Like, when he does that short burst like that of pressure, good combination from Leonard and good body shot from Hagler. But like I was saying, when Hagler is just like this, he can just step side to side. And when he rushes him, then that's when he can slide out. I'm talking about Leonard. He can slide out and get out of there. Hagler should be working that jab. If he's going to stay right-handed, he should be working that jab. Good 1-2 from Leonard. And that Leonard needs to do that. He needs to, if he's going to lay on the ropes, Leonard switched southpaw. Leonard needs to tie up Hagler. Don't let Hagler keep him on the ropes, because Hagler will bang him to the body and just wear him out. Good body shots from Hagler. And that's what I think Hagler should do. If he's got one hand free, just keep banging the body. Just keep making it uncomfortable for Sugar Ray Leonard. Hagler, good combination. I think Hagler, see how he has a hand free? He should be fighting, and don't let Leonard tie up, because that's going to be Leonard's game plan. I can see already he wants to move, hit in spots, tie up, or hit and get out. So Hagler should be constantly taking advantage of punching in any spot, any situation he can, especially if Leonard's tying up and not trying to fight back. Okay, that was the end of round number one. I gave that a 10-9 for Leonard. I thought Leonard was just busier, landing a little bit more punches. Hagler was more content with just trying to he was right-handed. He was more content trying to slip and counter with the right hand, which wasn't working for him. But he did slip in some nice body shots. I think Hagler should just, because like I said, it looks to me that Leonard's just trying to move, hit, and then tie up. And then get back on moving, hit, tie up. Hagler should be just working his jab, feinting, seeing where Leonard is, keep cutting him off and working that jab to set up. Because right now, to me, it looks like Leonard, he's a fast fighter, like has very good hand speed. But to me, it looks like his punches are a little slow because he's loading up with his shot. So I think he's trying to hit with some power, a little bit more power, to let Hagler know, like, you can't just bum rush me. So I think he should work the jab as a southpaw. I think he should go back as a southpaw. Work the jab as a southpaw and keep feinting. And when Leonard comes in like that, just take a small step back or slide in you know, because Leonard or Hagler does like to fight on the inside, slide in and just start banging away with Sugar Ray, and then force Sugar Ray to move. If I was you know, if that was I was in Hagler's corner, that's what I would tell him. Now, if I was in Sugar Ray's corner, I would tell Sugar Ray, keep doing what you were doing. You were doing pretty good first round. I liked the first round. The only thing I would say is don't load up on your shots. Just let your hands go. If he does try to bully himself or be a bully and try to come rough you up, make it tough, sit down on your shots, tie up, and then get out. But right now, don't worry about power right away. Just let your hands go. He's not doing much. He's cutting the ring off, but he's not punching much. So just let your hands go. You know, just let the hands go, let them fly, and keep working that jab to the body. Because Hagler does have his hands up here, and he caught him a few good times jab to the body. I say keep jabbing the body, and then work up top after that. So let's hop up and run number 2, guys, and see how it goes. Round number 2. Hagler's back in the right hand stance. Leonard's back moving around. Leonard's doing the ollie. Yeah, you can see Hagler's looking for that right hand every time Leonard jabs. I don't think that's a good move. I think good left hook from Hagler. I think Hagler should switch southpaw because he can, when Leonard jabs, he can jab over it or throw that right hook to counter that jab, and that'll force Sugar Ray to move to his right. And if Hagler's the southpaw, he can land that left hand off that. Okay, he's trying to work the jab a little bit more. That's better. Like I said, I think Hagler should be working that jab more if he's going to stay right-handed. Good counter. Leonard landed a good right hook to the body, but he pulled straight back, and Hagler caught him with a left hand. That was a good move. Yeah, see, like that. He should keep hitting that body. I'm talking about Hagler like that. Make it uncomfortable. You should definitely try to rough up Leonard because Leonard just wants to keep it a boxing match. He should make it rough, dirty, whatever type fight, a mauling type fight. You can see Leonard look for that overhand right. I think Hagler should let his hands go a little bit more. He's getting a little bit closer in range, but don't aim to the head. He should be attacking that body. See, like Leonard's just trying to hold in there. Hagler should be letting his hands go. Good right hand from Hagler. But see, he used the jab to set up that right hand. Leonard should be going back to his jab. Good defense from Leonard and footwork. Good right hand. Leonard tried slipping a left hook to the body, but Hagler caught him with a 2. Leonard can't look for one shot. He's got to shoot combinations because Hagler's the naturally bigger fighter and the stronger fighter. Yes, Leonard, he does have power. Like many people don't talk about that, but he actually did have power behind the shots, but not compared to Hagler. This is Hagler's weight. He's fought the whole time as a middleweight. Leonard hasn't. He's been the lowest as a welterweight, so he needs to be letting his hands go and use that hand speed that everyone knows he can use. And he shouldn't be jumping in because he's helping Hagler, but because he's by hopping in, he's bringing his whole body to Hagler. Hagler's just gotta sit back. Good 1-2 from Leonard. Hagler's just gotta sit back and hit him, catch him. He should let Hagler keep coming, let him come, and then just shoot your shots like that. See, that uppercut landed. See, like just let Hagler come to you. Let Hagler come to you. Don't go to him. That's all. See, that's what Hagler's got to stop doing is try to, when he rolls with shots, good left hook from both guys. Hold on, let this round finish out. Okay. So, what I was saying was, or let me, before I say that real quick, I gave that 10-9 Hagler. Before I explain, I gave that 10-9 Hagler, but before I explain why, let me just make this point. Hagler should pick up that Leonard is looking for a 1-2 or a big right hand and then hold. So Hagler should either jab back and then let, Leonard fall in and catch him with combination, or roll like he did one time, 1-2, but the only problem was he let Leonard hold him. Roll with the shots and then counter right away, or roll, take a step back, create some space when Leonard comes to try to hold, and then rip his shots, because that's, so far, that's what I said in the first round. I'm seeing it so far, it's carrying now. Leonard, all he wants to do is just move, pop shot, hold. Move, pop shot, hold. And I don't blame Leonard because he's not the naturally bigger fighter Hagler is. So he's going to have to hold to slow down the pace, keep it a boxing match, because the moment they start brawling, Hagler can brawl. And if you don't believe it, watch the Hagler Hearns fight, you'll see, find out real quick. Hagler can go at that pace, a high pace fight, action packed. He'd say he did the same thing with John the Beast Mugabe. Same thing, action packed, both going at a high pace fight. So Leonard is trying to slow it down. So Hagler's got to pick up on this. He wants to hold. So he's got to roll, counter, or work that jab and step back when Leonard falls in and then counter him. Also, another thing is, I think he should go back southpaw. Like, yeah, he was landing a lot more right hands compared to the first round. He landed a lot more right hands, but that was because Leonard was trying to jump in, trying to move, and then jump in, and Hagler was able to sit back and counter him. I think he should go back to southpaw. The reason I say that is because, he's going to make Leonard feel uncomfortable, because Leonard, when he jabs, as a southpaw, he can come over that jab by tapping down, jabbing, or coming up over with a right hook and take that jab away, and guess what? It will force Leonard to go to his right, Hagler's left, Leonard's right, and guess what? Then that right hook, left hand follows right after that. I think he should go back to that. But as far as Leonard, I would tell him, don't fall forward, don't lean in. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got hit with I would tell him if I was in the corner, you got hit with a couple right hands, because guess what you try to do? 1-2, and then you try to force the hold instead of letting him come to you. Hit him and then tie him. Let Hagler, I'd be like, let Hagler do all the work. You stay moving, move, hit, and then hold him. Don't rush in. I mean, if you guys get in an exchange, yeah, boom, throw your shots and then come in and tie up, but don't try to jump in, because by him jumping in, he was bringing his head forward, and that's how Hagler was able to catch him with some beautiful right hands. But going back to why I gave this round 10-9 for Hagler is because Hagler was landing more right hands, and you could see he started getting in a rhythm. Yeah, to me, it was a lot of the big right hands. To me, it did get a little bit close towards the last, I think 45 seconds or so, where they both started landing punches, and Leonard started trying to pick it up in the last 30 seconds, like flurry and throw some good shots. But I think overall, I liked Hagler's power, and he to me was landing the more effective punches, and it felt more of a Hagler round in the sense that he was doing what he wanted. He was having the space. He was in control a little bit more. Like Leonard, to me, looked in the first round more in control, like his type pace and everything. He wasn't getting hit. Now Hagler was hitting Leonard a little bit more, so that's why I gave it to Hagler. But let's hop into round number 3 and see how that goes. Round number 3. So Hagler's coming out of southpaw. I don't think he should jump in. He should be doubling, tripling that jab. See how he's forcing? Yeah, see the jab to the body. But see how he's forcing Leonard to the right? That can eventually set up that left hand, especially if he starts working that jab more. Yeah, see, Leonard's trying to move to his left. Now he's going back to the right. Hagler should take advantage by working that jab. Hagler should be jabbing to his right. Force Leonard, go this way where he can start shooting that left hand. Leonard's back on the move. That was a good changeup. Hagler switched stance. Try to throw good like that. Caught him with a left hook. That's good moves from Hagler. I just wish Hagler, good changeup. He's catching him a little bit more with that left hand. I just wish Hagler would jab more. Leonard, I think he should be like that. Move, you slide out. Yep, when you notice you're getting close to the corner, slide out like that. But when Hagler jabs, Leonard should slip to his right and shoot that right hand. I know normally you don't do that, but when he's close, see, like, that was a good, he slipped to the left and shot the overhand. That was a good one. But I'm talking about when he's in the corner. So because good body shot. Because when he's in the corner, by slipping in, Hagler won't be expecting you shoot him right, and then he can slide out and get back in the middle of the ring. Leonard should be back on his jab like how he was using in the first round. Jab head and body. Because now he's not punching, so Hagler is going to feel like he could come inside. Good flurry for both guys. Leonard went to the head, Hagler went to the body. Good defense. Hagler should counter that. And he doesn't have to shoot to the head. He should have just shot a left hand to the body. Yeah, see, Leonard should just go back on the jab like that. Good. Yeah, see, create some space like that. Hagler, that's what he should do. Create some small space like that. Don't let Leonard tie you up. Create small space and then bang. See, look at Leonard. You see what I'm talking about? He's just trying to pop shot, throw one shot, hold. 1-2 shot, hold. So Leonard's back on the movement. I think Leonard should be working the jab because he's just jumping in, and Hagler can see that. See, you saw he slipped. He can see that coming. Leonard should throw combinations so he doesn't see what punch is coming, and then he can tie up after that. Good right hand. That was a good right hand that snuck in. Good left hook. But he shouldn't tie. He should have just hooked and pivot back to the middle of the ring. Good body shot inside. Work from Hagler. Hagler is definitely letting his hands go this more. Yeah, and that's what Hagler should do. Keep pushing Leonard off. Don't let Leonard hold you. Push him off. Good combination. Good body shot and left hook up top from Leonard. So, that was a good round. I gave that 10-9 Hagler because Hagler was working more. Leonard was just trying to pop shot. Like, when I hear me say pop shot, it means 1 or 2 shots. That's what we say, pop shot. Like, just 1 quick shot or 1 or 2 quick shots. Pop shot. So Leonard was trying to pop shot. He was trying to hit 1 shot, then hold. You saw it. He swing for 1, hold, hook, hold right away. And Hagler was doing, for the most part, pretty good blocking and then working in there. Or Leonard would try to hold. He'll push him off or take a step back and start working the body a little bit. And that's why I liked one Hagler's punch output. He was landing more punches and he was just being more active with his shots, and he was being more the aggressor, but it was effective aggressive. Like, the first round wasn't effective aggressive. Yeah, he was cutting off, but it was Leonard still did what he did. This time it was effective aggressive because you see Leonard was a lot more uncomfortable, and I think it's slowly, if this pace continues, I think the momentum's going to swing to Hagler, and that's what I think he should do though. But you heard me pointing out, when Leonard holds, push him off, or if you have a hand free, bang the body. I would say Hagler, I think he should sit down a little bit more on his punches. Just, especially the body. He's landing good body shots. Slow down Leonard where he doesn't want to use his legs. And guess what? You're right there and you guys can start exchanging. And that's what you want. Make Leonard fight your fight and then go toe-to-toe with you. As far as Leonard, if I was in his corner, I would tell him, look, Leonard, you don't have to be sliding so much. It's too much energy. Just step around, work that jab, step around, boom. I said, when Hagler pressures you, tries to rush in or, picks up the pace, then you can real quick slide out and then, get back in the middle ring. But, I would just tell him, don't try to hold so much now. Hit, throw a combination, then step out of range. Hit, step to the side. Hit, step back in the middle of the ring. If he does get in where you can't get out of range, then tie him up and hold him, and then push him off and get out, or hold him, let the referee break it up, and then get back, throw a combination. Don't just depend one hold, because now he's starting to predict you and pick up your patterns that you're just here holding, he's blocking and countering. So I'll just tell him, work your combination, let him come to you, and then just step out of range. So let's hop into round number 4 and see how that goes. Round number 4. Leonard back on the move. Good left hands from Hagler. I think Hagler should be working that jab. And not just one jab, double jabs. Use his head movement. And then keep slipping in that left hook, left hand that he's doing. But off the jab too, because, Leonard's starting to pick up that he's just looking for that left hand. See, like that. Like how Leonard just turned, I would say just keep doing that. That's what he's got to do. Hit, step around. Good. But he should have shot, I would say Leonard should have shot a combination. Don't look to hold real quick. Shoot a combination. Good. Footwork, see, like that. There you go. Hagler should be good overhand right from Leonard. I would tell him pick up, keep hitting in spots like that where there's some space. Quick pop shot and then get out of range. Don't let Hagler work in there. Good. That's a lot better. That's what Leonard should be doing. 1-2, hold and then spin him out. Get back in the middle ring where you have more of the ring to move around. Good body shot. That was okay. That was a little low from Leonard. Hagler should work that jab. He's cutting the ring off. He should be jabbing. See, he's just jumping in one jab. He should be stepping with 1, 2, 3 jabs and then shooting that left hand. He switched back to He switched to right hand, then switched back to southpaw, and Leonard just real quick switch. That was a good move from Leonard. Good left hand from Hagler. I think Hagler should be feinting too, because Leonard's trying to pop shot, so feint. He should be aiming that uppercut to the body, those hooks and uppercuts to the body. I'm talking about Hagler. Good jab from Leonard. I'm liking Hagler's head movement. Body. See, he's aiming a little too high. Aim a little lower. I'm talking about Hagler. And good. I like how Leonard, he's keeping the distance. He's shooting his shots, keeping the distance. So Leonard back on the movement. Good. He shot a quick right hand. That was a little low. He's holding. Hagler should keep pushing. He right there. You see how the hands were free? Hagler's hands. He should be letting them go, letting both hands go. So I like it. Hagler's movement. He can't stay there. That was a good flurry from Leonard, but he can't stay there. He should be moving, rolling, blocking, and shooting punches off that. Because the more Leonard has to fight, the better it is in favor of Hagler. But when Hagler lets Leonard hold him, shoe shine or flurry, the better it is for Leonard. So I gave that round 10-9 Leonard. And the reason I gave it 10-9 is because Hagler, his punch output dropped a little bit because he was, well, not dropped, but he wasn't landing a lot of good shots because he was more aiming to the head. So Leonard was just ducking down, holding, ducking down, sliding out, or catching him. He was pop shotting here and there, which was really good from Leonard, like how they would hold. He would be small space and he'd throw overhand right and stuff like that. So I felt Leonard won because he kind of slowed down the pace as far as moving, holding, and punching off the movement. And like moving, stop real quick and throwing a quick counter. Like it was not preferred. It was more of that right hand. He was stopping, boom, popping that right hand. So if I was Leonard, I'll tell him like you do exactly what you do in that round, in the sense of you saw how he did a 1-2, held, and then pushed Hagler away, and then went back in the middle of the ring. I'll say do more of that and work your jab. Don't you see Hagler? He's just trying to move. I would say don't aim for his head because he's already in the move. Aim for the chest. Stop him. Once you keep hitting that chest, then we can shoot that right hand to the head. But I would say he doesn't have to keep jabbing like this. Just moving around, pop a jab, pop 2 quick jabs. It doesn't even have to be hard. You just keep popping, and then shoot. Just change up the tempo. And then if Hagler rushes you, just boom, push him to the side, slide out, or hold him and then push out like you did again. But I would also say like change it up. Use your feints to hide, because you don't want Hagler to predict when you're gonna throw that right hand, because he sees that you're trying to pick 1 or 2 shots. So like feint him, like move, slide, and then feint, act like you're about to punch. Surprise him, make him believe that you're gonna do, and then step around. I would just tell Leonard like do that, because if Leonard could keep a slow pace fight or close to as slow pace as possible, it works in his favor, because you can see right now he's just trying to hold. See, he wants a slow pace fight where not much action happens. If it's a fast paced, action packed fight, it favors Hagler because he's the one letting his hands go. He's the one working. This is his type of fight and everything. So I would say if I was Leonard, I'd be like keep it slow as possible. Now if I was Hagler, I'd be like listen Hagler, he's starting to duck down now more. Don't shoot at the head, shoot at the body. But I would say like kind of like with just maybe like an inch or two above the belly button, because I've noticed this Leonard is dropping a little bit lower. He's not going here, like he's going like all the way down when he slips. I would say so aim like real that 2 or whatever body shot, aim it like 2 inches above the belly button. You'll catch him. You either catch him in the body, catch him in the chest, or right in the chin, somewhere like that. And I would just say let your hands go, cut him off, cut the ring off, and then work off that behind the jab though, because you're here moving, and there's no punches coming, so Leonard can just pop shot you anytime. But if there's a jab or something in his face, he has to respect and try to move and get around that punch. So make him, even like I said, same thing I said for Leonard, same thing for Hagler. You don't have to be nonstop like this. Just a couple jabs here. Use that jab to measure, see what he's doing, and feint off that to see how he reacts. But I'll also say like don't let Leonard hold you. Anytime he gets close, like he goes out to wrap around you, let your hands go. Or if he's tied up in here, just start letting your hands go and then push him off. And then get back on top of him. So once you push him off, get back on top of him. Keep that pressure on him and cutting that ring off. We want to wear him out, wear him into deep rounds. Because to me, I was going to say, if I was in Hagler's corner, I'd be like, look, he's already trying to get, he looks a little gassed. He's trying to hold nonstop. He was sliding the first 2 rounds a whole lot. Now he's just kind of standing there, take a couple steps here, take a couple steps there. So I'm like, keep that pressure. Let's take him into deep waters and we'll drown him there. So keep banging him to the body, keep letting those hands go. Don't let him tie up, and don't just sit there where he can pop shot you. Bang that body, and make it rough. Whatever, bang, whatever, just whatever you gotta do. He's holding you, just one hand, even if it's not, you don't think it's hurting, just mental pressure. Just keep on that, letting him know, like, hey, you're not just gonna sit here and rest. I'm gonna be hitting you. So, but let's hop into round number 5 and see how that goes. Round number 5. Both guys came out swinging. Leonard back on the movement. Hagler good with the left hands. Good sneaky right hand. I like that, how he did that sneaky right hand and slid out. Good 1-2 from Leonard. Hagler should just be working that jab because he went back right-handed, Hagler. But because if he's just walking in, that makes it easy for Leonard to pop shot him like that. He needs to throw some punches with his head movement. Don't just walk in. See? I mean, that was a good block and roll, but Hagler needs to be moving that head and jabbing. Good right hand from Leonard. Hagler should be good combination from Leonard. Hagler needs to be jabbing off that good, and then he should work in there. He should work. Don't let Leonard off the hook, especially when he ducks down. Start shooting uppercuts, hooks to the body. Don't want to try to headhunt. Good right hand from Leonard. And Hagler should be aiming, jabbing to the chest, because Leonard keeps ducking down every time. So keep jabbing at the chest. So when he ducks down, he can run into that jab, and guess what? You can start hitting him with that left uppercut, hitting him with that right hook to pick him back up. Good roll in there from Hagler, but Hagler did good roll and then counter with one shot, but he needs to let combinations. I would say someone against. See, that's why I said don't look for one shot, especially to the head. That is why. This is why Hagler needs to be going to the body. Good. Okay, that was a good 2-punch combination from Hagler to the body. I mean to the head. Now Hagler, good 2-punch combination from Hagler to the head. Leonard went to the body. Good. So Leonard's back on the move. Hagler switching. Yeah, see, that was good that Hagler went to the body. But he needs to keep letting both hands go. Not just one hand. Both hands go to the body. And he can't take pictures like that. He did a good uppercut to the body, and guess what? He stood right there, and Leonard caught him with a hook. Good, good. See, like that. Let the hands go. Let the hands go. And then don't stay right there. Move the head. Don't headhunt with good uppercut. See, that's why I say uppercut. Because Leonard is ducking his head down, and he was able to, it looked like stun him a little bit with that uppercut. That's why, see, like that. He needs to, Leonard's going to duck down. Keep shooting those uppercuts. He shouldn't be going back to the head. Work that, bang the body, and then come up with uppercuts to the head. You're going to catch him. Good over. Very good round. Very good round. I gave that round 10-9 Leonard. And the reason I gave it 10-9 Leonard is because Leonard, in the beginning rounds, looked like he had it. It was comfortably in his favor. He was landing 1-2s. Hagler was just staying there, and he was just, it was a Leonard type round. And early on, that he was letting his hands 1-2 go, catching them with right hands, catching them with jabs, you know, just keeping the pace slow. And Hagler was swinging to the head. He was making a miss. But Hagler started getting inside and started ripping uppercuts like I said he should. And guess what? Look, it stunned Leonard a little bit where he backed up a little bit. And guess what? He was able to pressure him and let your hands go. And that's where, for me, it wasn't, like, even though it was 10-9 Leonard, it was a close round because Hagler started coming on late and started landing good shots. And what helped Leonard to stay back in was because he was starting to fight back, flurry back, and land good combination himself. But it was a close round. That for Leonard, I mean, yeah, for Leonard, like, I can see people if they say Hagler, but I just thought overall, like, if I look at the whole round, I thought Leonard won more of the round than Hagler. Hagler won the last, 30 seconds of the round, but the other part of the round, the big chunk was Leonard. So that's why I'm giving it to him. But if I was in Hagler's corner, I would tell him, like, jab him to the chest. He's ducking down. Jab him to the chest, and once you hit him down there, it doesn't matter if it's on the chest, shoulders, head, chin, whatever. Once you do that, lift him up with an uppercut. Because we saw he finally started shooting the uppercut, and guess what? Boom, he started, catching and buzzing and forcing Leonard to the ropes, as you can see here. And guess what? They started fighting, and I'm like, that's what I need you to do. Hit to the body, hit to the body, bang the body, then rip uppercuts, because even if he doesn't tie you up, he starts hunching over. Leonard starts hunching over like this. So lift him up, and then you can rip to the head and go back to the body. Also, I would tell Hagler, don't take pictures, because there was a couple times where he would land a good body shot or land a good left hand, and he'll literally land and then just stay there. And guess what? Leonard was able to counter with a quick hook or right hand. I'd be like, hey, as soon as you get done, boom, hands back up, or you small head movements. Don't be giving Leonard nothing, okay? Because he's just trying to pop shots. So don't let him build confidence, or let all your hard work go away because he just catch you with one good shot here and there, or no one sees the good work that you're doing as far as combination wise. But if I was in Leonard's corner, I'd be like, listen, do exactly what you did in the early part of the round. 1, 2, move. If you get an exchange, finish with a hook, pivot out, or hook, go check hook, get out of there. But keep it slow pace. And I'll tell him, stop trying to lean forward so much. I would just say, if you're going to do that, keep tight guard and roll with your punches. Don't just sit there where he can catch you with uppercuts. I'm like, yo, you got caught with a couple uppercuts. Now roll. And if he does shoot something, you can roll, counter. I'll be like, roll and counter with him, and then get back on the outside. Don't stay there, and don't stay on the ropes. I'm like, I don't care if you're fighting off the ropes. Don't stay on the ropes, because we don't want to take a chance of getting caught with someone like Hagler, who has power that can hurt us. Don't get in that exchange. Don't give him a chance. When we're moving around using the ring, staying in the middle, we're making it hard on Hagler. We stay in one spot, we're staying on the ropes, we're helping him out. Don't do that. Back on that jab, moving. Feints, I would tell him a lot of feints. Like, even if you're getting tired, feint. It doesn't hurt to feint. Feint with your body. Like, feint, see how he does, and then you could pop shot him and get out. So that's what I would tell Leonard if I was in his corner. But let's hop in round number 6 and see how that goes. Round number 6. Hagler coming headhunt. Good jab from Hagler, but once again, I said Hagler should be banging that body. Slow Leonard down, because you can see he's still trying to use his legs. Slow him down where he has to fight you. Leonard is doing good using it. I think Leonard, good uppercut from Leonard. Leonard should be trying to get back in the middle of the ring. He shouldn't be going rope to rope. Good body shot, but the good left hand from Hagler. That's why Leonard can't pull straight back, because Hagler's looking for the head. He's looking to catch him. Good body shot from Hagler. Good uppercut from Leonard. Hagler should be working in there. Yeah, see, like that. Uppercuts. Good roll. But Hagler rolled, but he should have rolled and counter right off that. Good. Leonard should not stay there. He landed a good right hand. He should have slid out or tied him and spun him. He shouldn't have tried to stay there. See, like that. Just something simple like that. 1, 2, step out and then jab out. Like that. That's all Leonard's got to do. Just little things like that. Hagler, when Leonard leans, Hagler should start shooting uppercuts to the body and then to the head. I say body because it's there, it's opening. He shouldn't be swinging for the head like that. Good right hand from Leonard. This is why I say Hagler should be working his jab, so he can see that Leonard's trying to set him up with punches. But him just walking in is... you can hit him, you can just throw a shot and he's right there to be hit. He needs to be working that jab and moving his head. I'm talking about Hagler. And stop headhunting. See, Leonard's starting to pull back now. Good jab. Okay, Hagler was working the jab. There, see, that was good. Work the body. See what Leonard's looking for. Good work inside from Leonard. Hagler should take advantage. When Leonard's on the ropes, he should start sitting on his punches and letting his hands go. Don't let Leonard outwork you in there. That's where you want Leonard, on the ropes. And the same thing with Leonard. He shouldn't be headhunting so much. He should throw a couple shots to the body. Warning Leonard, don't pull the head. Good flurry from Leonard. Good. See, Hagler's just walking in, and even though he blocked that 1-2, by him just walking in, not moving his head around, it's helping Leonard get confidence and in people's eyes look like he's doing damage or he's landing the eye-catching punches. This is why Hagler should be moving his head and working that jab. He shouldn't be keeping that head in one spot. That was a good flurry to finish the round from Hagler. I mean, from Leonard, sorry. Ooh. And I gave that round 10-9 Leonard. And it's because Leonard, Hagler's just walking in like this. Even he switches, he's just walking in. And even though he's rolling nicely, in people's eyes that don't know boxing or is not picking up on that, even if it's catching gloves, it's still like, oh, look at Leonard, he's landing these good shots. Oh, he's catching Hagler. Hagler doesn't have no answer because he's not firing back. This is what I'm saying. Like, Hagler should be moving his head, working that jab, working it, seeing what Leonard's doing. Because even, you know, if you're going slow and Leonard tries to shoot a quick shot, you can real quick snap a hard jab. Like if you're out here working and you see him about to punch, you can snap a hard jab to stop him from doing that, or slow down his punch so you can catch him with another shot. So I think Hagler should be also rolling, like roll, counter. Even if it's one punch right now, roll, counter, roll, counter. You see what I'm saying? Don't let Leonard, because that's all this whole fight Leonard's been doing is just pop shotting. 1-2 shots here, 1-2-3 shots here, one shot here, tie up, one shot move, one shot move. You see what I'm saying? Like, Leonard is trying to do everything he can to not make it an engaging fight. And to me, like I said, it looks like he's a little tired. I mean, I think honestly, to me, it started like in round 3. He started looking like he was a little tired. But I would tell Hagler, like, pick up the pace. Don't sit there and wait on him. Let your hands go. Bang that body. Move your head. Move your head. So if Leonard doesn't want, because remember, Leonard's doing 1 or 2 shots. So if you slip one, bang right away to the body. Especially if he throws one, you can slip counter. Even if you throw 2 shots, that's fine. You catch him off guard. But off the movement, you see him punch, slip, boom, rip him. Don't just stay there and then get hit and then try to punch right after that. You see what I'm saying? Because by the time he's doing that, he's trying to tie up, boom, or he's moving away. So I think Hagler should be moving his head, working that jab, and banging the body. Leonard, I would just tell him, keep doing what you're doing. When you get in spots, keep flurrying like you're doing and then sliding out. The only thing I would really tell Leonard to change up is don't stay on the ropes. I know he was fighting off a lot better off the ropes in that round, but once again, someone like Hagler, who's dangerous like Hagler, you don't want to take chances like that. And I'll be like, listen, don't take no chances. As soon as you get on the ropes, flurry, get out. Get back in the middle of the ring. Or flurry, tie up and let the referee break it up and you get back in the middle of the ring. You never want to take a chance with a power puncher and a great boxer like Hagler. You see what I'm saying? And don't give me, Sugar Ray Leonard is great himself too, but a bigger fighter, you never want to give a bigger fighter a chance in the boxing game. So you want to take every advantage away. So hit, get out of there. Especially stay on the ropes. As soon as you touch that ropes, you should be moving. If Hagler's not on top of you, get out of there and move. That's the thing I would tell Leonard. But let's hop into round number 7 and see how that goes. Round number 7. Hagler jumping in right away. And I like that. You know, keep that pressure right away. See, like that, Hagler should push them off and then work in there. That's where Hagler wants to be, inside. Make it rough. A rough, tough fight and make it uncomfortable for Sugar Ray. He should be popping that jab. Close that distance with the jab. Good uppercuts. I like that from Hagler. There you go. See, let your hands go. Just keep letting them go. Don't let Leonard feel comfortable any time in that fight. Good jab. He should double it up on that jab. Don't just shoot one. Good hook from Leonard. Good left hook from Hagler. But Hagler should... Good. There you go. See, let the hands go. Not so much the head, body, chest, and then attack the head. Good jab. See, that's what Hagler wants to be, right there. But go to the body. Don't headhunt so much. Leonard's ducking down and weaving. Now, see, he's leaning back. Don't bang that body. That body's not going to go nowhere. But I like how the pressure, he's keeping it close. He's forcing Leonard to fight more with him. And that's what Hagler wants. See, like that. Yes, good. Work that body. And Leonard, that's what he should do. Keep that distance. Keep him moving like that. Don't create space. Tie him up Slide out. He should slide out. Like, that was a good move from Hagler, but he should have slid out. Once Hagler pushed him, he should have slid out. See, that was a good defensive move, that weave. That's what I'm saying. Like, Leonard's going real low. Hagler should aim like that body shot a little bit lower. Leonard should try to cut in that middle of that ring. Good, Hagler landing. Hagler should let both hands. He's landing good left hooks as a southpaw. He should start letting that right hand go right away too. Don't just depend on that left hook and doubling up at that left hook. You should let that right hook go as well. Good flurry from Leonard, and that's where Leonard wants to be, in that middle of that ring, right there. Good shot from both of them. They both caught each other with nice left hooks. Good defense, but Hagler should have countered off that. He blocked and rolled. He should counter right off that right away. Good uppercuts working there. And then body. He should attack the body right away. Talk about Hagler. Leonard should flurry and move. Leonard trying to shoe shine. Saw Hagler sticking out his tongue. He's getting confident now. Hagler has to move his head. Don't stay there. He should be headhunting because it's easy. Leonard's moving that head. Attack that body. Attack that body. Good left hook. See how he's just working that jab, Hagler? And it's just pawing, but it's seeing what Leonard's doing, and that's helping him flurry. But good exchange. Both guys, that was good exchange. Very good round from Hagler. I gave that one 10-9 Hagler. I thought that's exactly what Hagler, in the sense that he needed to do, is pressure-wise. Keep most of the fight where they were this close to each other. Not much space. Yeah, there was time where Sugar let him move, but majority of the fight was in close. That's what Hagler would want, and I would tell Hagler, keep it like that. That's where you want to be, in close like that. The only thing I would change is, well, two things. Hagler lands a lot. He's landing, as a southpaw, he's landing good. Normally, southpaws don't land that forward. That left hook, as a southpaw, they normally focus on the forward. Hagler is landing a lot of that left hook and doubling it. I would tell him, finish off with a right hook or uppercut. Finish with both hands. You're catching him with that left hook beautifully. Finish with both hands. Make him worried about both hands. Because if you just keep looking for that left hook as a southpaw, he's going to start picking up on it, trying to weave or slide out. But if you got both hands, he doesn't know. And then guess what? You can slide that forward again as a southpaw. And then the other thing is, I would tell Hagler, don't stay there. Don't just look at him. Constantly, it doesn't have to be none of this. Just constantly small head movement. Small, and pick his hands up, roll. And the moment he punches, roll, counter. Roll, counter. You see what I'm saying? Like that small, it's just that, literally, it could be like this pace. You know, you catch your breath, you're a little tired, and then the moment you see him punch, then you can do it quick. You see what I'm saying? Like little stuff like that. But very good round. I like that round. Hagler, he definitely won the pressure. That was effective aggressiveness. He landed nice hard shots. He had Sugar Ray where he wanted him. He had him on the ropes at the end. That's exactly what he wanted. Now, if I was Sugar Ray Leonard, I'd be like, listen, man, go back to jabbing, moving. Do not let this guy get in close. Even if he's close, quick flurry. 2-3 shots, boom, step out of range. Back on that jab. Like I said, even if it's jab like this, and then if he comes in, rushes it, quick hard right hand, and then back, move, slide out. Or tie him up. Tie him up. Don't let him just rush in. Like, tie him up. Let the referee, whatever you got to do, pull behind the head. I know the referee warned him twice, but pull him or lock the elbows in, whatever. Like, lock it, not his elbow, but lock his arms on, like where he puts the arms under and has them like this. Lock him up. Whatever you got to do. But just get the referee involved, break it up, and then you get back in that middle of the ring and back on. Quick couple shots and then move. Don't sit there, and especially don't lay on the ropes. I don't care if he's got you on the ropes. Quick flurry, weave out, slip out, try to do something, tie and slide out, or push him off and slide out. Do not stay on those ropes, because every time you get on the ropes, for the most part, well, not every time, but there's been times you got caught on the ropes, and guess what? It's been in his favor. Don't get on it. Yeah, you had some success, but you don't want to be rolling the dice on this, especially in a close fight like this. You don't want to be rolling the dice. Hit and move. Hit, tie up and move. Tie up, push him away, and everything. So I would tell him stuff like that. And I would say just shoot your shots straight, because Hagler staying here a lot, so shoot a lot of straight shots. If they get in close, then you can throw your hooks and uppercuts, but keep him at arm's reach. Keep him at arm's reach. Let him run into your long arms, or your end of your punch. Just keep him out and then move. Keep him out, move. Don't try to do uppercuts, because then that means you gotta get closer, or hooks. Now keep him out. If he does come in, then we can shoot those uppercuts, hook, quick shots, and get out. So let's hop into round number 8 and see how that goes. Round number 8. Hagler coming out with the jab. See, Hagler has a strong jab. That's why I'm saying he should be using it. But he shouldn't just be jumping in. He should be stepping 1 or 2. I mean, not 1, 2, 3 jabs. Even. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, something would say. But real quick, Hagler should be stepping in with 2 hard jabs, or 1 hard jab and then a quick jab. He shouldn't be just jumping in every time, because it's easy to see that. Right now, I mean, he's doing good, landing it, but early on, he was trying to jump in with some jabs, and Leonard was able to slide out. I would tell Hagler, mix it up. Yeah, there's going to be some times you got to jump in, but the other time, push off that back foot and just jab, catch him. Hagler back, Leonard moving around on his toes, Hagler being the aggressor, Hagler rushing in. Hagler should be working. Yup, just let that hand, he's got that right hand free. Keep hitting him. And get back on that pressure. But don't stay there. Don't let Sugar Ray shoe shine like that. Work in there. You let your hands go as well. He's working that jab a little bit more. I like it. He's just start trying to let that left hand go right off that jab. I'm talking about Hagler. Good defense from Leonard. Good. Hagler calling with that left hook. Yep, see, like you saw Leonard just stuck that left hand out there. That's what he should do more. Measure. See how far a Hagler is, and then let him run into a right hand, or even catch him with a quick hook. Good jabs from Hagler. Good body. See why I said work the body? Look at that. Body working that helps set up a short right hook up top. Good uppercut from Hagler. Leonard trying to move. Good flurry from Leonard. But when Leonard flurries, Hagler should punch right with him or block, and then as soon as you get done, jump on him right away. Good flurry from Leonard. Hagler should be trying to punch with him, because right now Leonard's not worried about power. He's just trying to shoot quick shots. Go back to the body. Hagler should be going back to the body. Good exchange from both guys. See, Leonard's trying to good body shot, but you see how Leonard was trying to hit, move. This is why Hagler should be letting his hands go. He blocks. Get right. Let your hands go. Don't keep that pressure and keep Leonard having to fight and throw punches with you, so he can get tired out even more. And then guess what? You can step up the pace. Good left hook from Leonard. Good right hand. A good left hand. So good right hand from Leonard. Good left hand from Hagler. Good right hand from Hagler. He switched southpaw. Good right hand from Leonard. This is why Hagler should be moving his head. Don't stay there. Don't play Rock'em Sock'em Robot. Hit. Move that head. It's just got to be small head movements. That's all. Good uppercuts from Hagler. Both guys trying to work in there. Time. Very good round. Now, this one was another close round. And for me, this one I'm giving 10-9 Hagler. Very close round. I'm giving 10-9 for Hagler, because I thought early on, the same thing how I said Leonard in round number 5, how it was close, because Leonard, I felt, controlled majority in the beginning. Same thing with Hagler. I felt like he controlled the majority of the round early on by keeping the pressure, letting his hands go and working there. Where it got bad for Hagler, though, was he started neglecting his defense and started staying right there. And guess what? Leonard was able to counter him a couple of times, hit him with clean, because he wasn't moving his head. He was just standing right there getting hit. Or if Hagler did block, he didn't counter right away. Guess what? He just stayed there. And depending on that, Leonard would stay right there, but Leonard would hit, move, get out of the way, hit, slide out of there. And then, he did come on a little bit later. Towards the end of the round, he started coming back, and they started getting in good exchanges. But it was a close round. Like, it's one of those rounds I can see Leonard winning that round. I can see people saying that was a Leonard round. To me, it was a close round. It's a swing round either way. I just felt as overall, one, I liked Hagler's punches. I felt like he landed clean, hard, effective punches. Towards the end, it was a little bit more eye-catching from Leonard, but overall, the majority of the round, I liked Hagler on that. But like I said, I can see people saying Leonard because Leonard was coming on strong, landing shots, because Hagler was just staying right there and just taking shots, or he would block, and guess what? Leonard would hit and move. You see what I'm saying? So Hagler made it that a close round by just not moving his head or fighting with Leonard. You see what I'm saying? Like, Leonard right now is losing speed. I think Hagler should be blocking it and trying to counter 1 or 2 shots with him in between, and not just 2 shots. Like, sit on it a little bit, not to have everything as hard as you can, but land a little power to let him know, like, hey, I'm still here. Or like, hey, don't, I can catch you. Don't fall asleep, because if you do, I'm gonna hit you with another hard shot. You see what I'm saying? It's just stuff to get Leonard thinking, like, oh man, like, get him just like, oh, I gotta be worried about something. You see what I'm saying? But that was a good round, though. That was a very good round from both guys. But let's hop into round number 9 and see how that goes. Round number 9. Hagler came out with that big hook. See what I'm saying? He's just staying there. Leonard landed a good 1-2, and he just took it. He should be trying to come back, move that head, and see, like that. He slipped and shot a left hook to the body. He should be moving like that. And that's what Leonard should be doing. Just poking that jab. It doesn't even have to be hard, like that. See? Yes. See how it helped open up shots? That's what Leonard should be doing. Just letting his hands go. It doesn't even have to be fast. Let Hagler fall asleep, and then you catch him where you see openings. That was beautiful work from Leonard. Good body shots. Hagler should be working in there a little bit more. Don't let Leonard tie you up. Keep pushing him off. Good flurry from Leonard. See, Hagler should be pushing him off and work. Push him off, work. Don't give Leonard a moment to breathe, because Leonard's trying to pick his spots. Flurry, catch his breath. Flurry, catch his breath. Aim to the body. Like that. See how Leonard tried to duck and he caught him to the body? That's why he should be aiming more to the body. Good body shot from Leonard. Good right hand from Leonard, and good 1-2 from Hagler. Good work in there. This is where Hagler should take advantage. Leonard's staying on the ropes. This is exactly what he wants. Leonard should not stay in there. He should be rolling and throwing combinations, or holding, or getting out of there. He should not be staying in there. This is not what he wants. And see how Hagler's working that jab? Those aren't hard jabs. Good flurry and exchange. Very good. But like I was saying real quick, like you saw those jabs, those weren't hard jabs, but it helped set up that left hand. Good exchange. There you go. See, Hagler should be coming back like that. Very good 9th round for both guys. Good left hook in there. Hagler should take advantage. Yes, let his hands go. Good. Yes, that's what Leonard should do. Block, roll. And see, this is what Leonard, you see him doing, how he's rolling and then throwing a quick flurry. I know Hagler's not fast, but that's what he should be doing. He should roll and then, throw some hard shots. It's a very good round, man. Good right hand from Hagler. Good flurry from Leonard. Good uppercut from Hagler. Hagler should be taking up. He shouldn't be head on. He should pick up the pace. Very, very good round, man. That one was a great round. For me personally, I'm scoring that 10-10. I'm scoring that round 10-10 because I felt both guys did beautiful work. Just when you started thinking Hagler was going to take it, Leonard came on and started flurrying, fighting back hard. And just when it looked like it was going to swing Leonard's favor, it went back to Hagler, and it kept going back and forth. That they were going, hitting, pressuring, fighting, keeping each other. I like both guys on that one. For me, it was 10-10. I feel like it was one of those rounds, like I could see you making an argument for one or the other, but I felt like both guys did so good in that round, like, it's hard for me to pick a winner. So I'm giving them both 10-10. And I've talked about this before. I think judges should use this, implement more 10-10 when it was close rounds like this. Don't, give based on one person. Like, they both did very, very well. Like, that was a hell of a round. That was a great round. Like, that's one of those rounds where you show people, they're like, why do you like boxing? You show them the 9th round of this fight, and you're like, this is why. Look, both guys are tired. Both guys you can see, like, they're exhausted. They want to give up, and guess what? No, they dig deep. They're pushing it. They're fighting. They're landing fast shots, hard shots. They're pushing each other to the limit. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this is great. Like, to me, that was a great round. Like I said, I'm scoring that one 10-10. Like, that's just me. I felt that was a great round. Both guys did hell of a work. If I was in the corner, though, Hagler, I would tell him, like, listen, Hagler, that round was close. That could have gone either way. Listen, when Leonard flurries, roll, catch him in between. Start sitting on his shots because he's shoe shotting. So you roll, and time him in between when he's letting his hands go with a hard left hand or hard right hook, whatever punch you want. Hard shot, or even give him 2 hard shots. Slow him down, make him react. Like, that's what you want him. You want him to open up an exchange and catch him in between to hurt him. And guess what? Push him back on the ropes. And then even if you're tired, and you even if you're tired, just let your hands go. Just let those hands go. Like, kind of, that's what I was trying to say. Like, you saw at one moment, he was working the jab. He's done it a few rounds now, working the jab. And then he'll pop off like a hook or left hook, and then or pop off a left hand. You see what I'm saying? Like that. Just, keep the hands moving. Let him fall asleep, and then boom, rip him with a hard shot. Same thing for Sugar Ray Leonard. If I was in his corner, I'd be like, listen, great flurry, great exchange. Once again, that's a close round. Could have gone either way. Listen, when you flurry like that, immediately don't just back up. Pop a little jab out there, okay? So if he runs in, we can shoot another short shot, and guess what? You can tie him up this time. See what I'm saying? Instead of just backing up, let him come to you, and you laying on the ropes, and then he's letting his hands go. Nah, just get back on that jab, quick jab, or just even like that speed type jab, just right there, pop, and then shoot a quick pop shot, hold him, tie him up, breathe, catch a breather, or even get on the bounce, move around nice and light on your feet, bounce like Ali, catch your breath, deep breaths, and then if he comes attack, quick flurry, or I wouldn't say flurry, I'd say quick 2 shots and then get out. You don't have to slide out, just step out, tight defense, slide out, move that head and everything, catch your breath, and then hit him. But I would tell him, like, make sure you got your hands up so you can roll and counter in between shots. Don't just try to depend on your head movement, because there was one point where Leonard was in the corner over here, and he was just trying to do his head movement, and he was getting catch with some shots because his hand was down. I say, bring that hand up, bring it up, so that you can block, and then guess what? Counter right away. So, but that's what I was telling him. But let's hop into round number 10 and see how this fight goes. Round number 10. Hagler coming out, but he's trying to swing at the head. He should be jabbing like that. Leonard's back on movement. He should be jabbing at the chest and body. I'm talking about Hagler. So he's just trying to jump in with that one jab. He should be stepping in with a double jab. Leonard back on the movement. He should be, see, just like that. See, he didn't land that right hand, but that's what I'm talking about. Just couple jabs, light jabs, and then shoot a quick right hand off that. Like that. That's what Leonard should be doing. See, like that. Flurry, and then just put that left hand back out. Keep Hagler at bay. Good left hand from Hagler. But he should have ripped the right hook to the body right after that. Don't just depend on one shot. Let the hands go. See how he was keep working that jab, and then he was able to rip a hard left hand. That's what I'm talking about. Hagler should be doing. Good body shots from Hagler. But he should be letting more. Even though he misses one, use that miss to help get in range and then throw another shot. Good defense from Leonard. But Leonard should slide out to his right. There's an opening right there. He should slide out to help him get back in the middle of the ring. Good flurry. That was a good flurry from Leonard, and very good coming back in the middle of the ring. Exactly what he needed to do. Hagler should be letting his hands go. That's exactly what see, that was good. Leonard's letting his hands go. Just like that. Hagler should let his hands go because that's what he wants him in close. Leonard wants distance. Hagler wants to be in close. Yes. See, because Leonard doesn't fight well on the inside. He just tried to do a quick flurry. That's good defense from Hagler, but he should punch right off that defense. Good right hand from Leonard. Looked like it partially landed. Good flurry. Hagler should be punching up. Try to get that hand out. I think that's third warning from the referee for the pulling behind the head. I think there should be a point deduction soon. Good flurry in exchange. But see, this is why Hagler can't depend on one punch. You saw Leonard threw 3 punches and took a step back, and Hagler was swinging at the air. That's why he needs to step in with head movement and the jab. Hagler, good right hook from there. See, like jump on him right away like that. That's what Hagler needs to do. Leonard can't be trying to swing big shots, big looping shots. Shoot everything short and compact. Leonard trying, Hagler shooting uppercuts. Leonard just trying to pop shot. Good combination from Leonard. Good flurry from Hagler at the end. No. So that one I gave 10-9 Leonard. I felt Leonard did a lot better with his combinations. Leonard flurry, getting out of range, he do a quick shot, stepped out of range, do a quick flurry, stepped out of range. Like Hagler was like too busy trying to close the distance and swing for one big shot. And by the time Leonard got doing his flurry, he was stepping out of range, and Hagler was swinging at the air. And also Hagler was letting Leonard hold him. He wasn't pushing him off. He was trying a little bit work inside, but he should have been pushing him off, you know, trying to like get him off, fight with both hands, not just one hand, like trying to get the other hand free and fight with both hands and make Leonard try to push him away and not hold him. But I felt more that was like a Sugar Ray Leonard round. I liked his combinations, his quick punch combination, his punch. I felt like he had a higher punch percentage landed in that round, and I gave it to him on that one. We're happening in the championship rounds. We're in the 11th and 12th round. This fight's been really good. I've really enjoyed this fight. This is my first time actually watching this fight. I've heard about it, never watched it, so I'm actually happy you guys recommend this fight because I'm really enjoying this fight. But if I was in Hagler's corner, I'd tell him, like, listen, man, get that round up. We're in the championship rounds. Anytime Leonard punches, you got to step with him, moving your head, and shoot your combination right away. You can't let him just flurry and then you try to depend on one big shot, especially to the head. Go to the body. When you work that body, you have success. When you work that jab, it helps set your big shots up, especially to the body. Work that jab. Like I said, Hagler doesn't need to be jabbing hard every time like that. You saw when he was just here and then would rip a hard punch like that. I'd say go back to that. Mix it up. Change it up on him. And don't just sit there. When he flurries, if you're not going to move your head or anything, if anything, don't just sit there. If he's flurrying, step out of range and then come right back in. I'd rather Hagler have to step out of range and reset than rather than him just stay there and let Sugar Ray Leonard just flurry and then make everyone think, oh, wow, look at all that combination. Even if, like I said, even if Hagler is blocking, rolling, you see what I'm saying? Like, you can't help get mesmerized by the flurry, the combinations, you see what I'm saying, that Leonard's doing. So don't give the judges the impression that Leonard's winning. Don't give the fans the impression he's winning around. Like, you step out of range. Don't let him be like, okay, he's not hitting me. See, now I come back working my jab and then working that body or moving my head and then getting in closer and banging him to the body and then ripping shots to the head. If I was in Leonard's corner, I'd tell him, like, listen, that was a great round. Beautiful. That's exactly what we need. You know, just move around, keep that jab pulling. When he gets in, you can rip your fast combination and get out, move, take a step back. I'll say just when you step back, make sure the hands are up, at least one hand to catch or block. You don't want him to jump with you or step with you and catch you off guard. So hit, you know, step out or slide out and just throw your fast combination and then tie him up and everything. So I would tell him, like, this championship round, let's give us 2 more rounds like that and we'll be good to go. So let's hop in round number 11 and see how it goes. Round number 11. Hagler with the pressure. Hagler trying to let his hands go in there with uppercuts. Leonard back on the movement. Good body shot work from Hagler, and then he tried to come over the top. You can see Leonard's tired. He's just trying to pull his way with the jab. But that's good. I think he needs to be doing that. Keep that distance. so he could see what Hagler's looking for, and then he could even surprise him with a quick right hand. Good left hook from Hagler. Good hooks from Leonard. So Hagler should be cutting that ring off. Don't follow Leonard. If Leonard steps to the right, he should be stepping to the left with him. Cut that ring. Force Leonard into a corner where he has to fight you. There, good. See how he went to the body and it was able to set up that headshot? That's what I'm saying. Hagler should be doing more. Good flurry from Leonard. Good. Hagler should have countered that right away. Good uppercut from Leonard. I see. He needs to counter that right away. Body. There you see? By him going to body, look, he gets him in close in range, and guess what? He lands shots, and guess what? This is where Hagler wants to be. There you go. See, just let your hands go. Just like that. That was a good exchange from Leonard and sliding out. Hagler needs to go back to that body. Good right hand from Leonard. Hagler, this is why I say Hagler needs to be moving his head coming on the inside. Good. See, Hagler can't just be walking in with... Oh, good. He jumped in and caught Leonard. He should be aiming to the chest. See, Leonard's just trying to pull back and walk backwards. There you go. See, work the body. That body doesn't move. It's right there. He's been landing it non-stop. He needs to keep going, bang into that body. Good 7-3 from Leonard. You can see Leonard's gasping for air. So good exchange from both guys. So see, Leonard's tired. This is where Hagler should be picking up the pace, picking up the tempo. Force Leonard to fight. Good shoe shine from Leonard. Now, this was another close round for me. I gave that one 10-9 Hagler. This one I could see people making a case for Leonard. This was a close round because Hagler was keeping the pressure up. He was starting to have the momentum swing in his favor. But then again, he let Leonard shoe shine and flurry, and there was times he was just standing there. Once again, this is what's getting Hagler in trouble and making the rounds closer, is because he's standing there, and that's where Leonard was shoe shine. And when he sees Hagler just sitting there taking punches or just rolling, then he gets like a quick burst of energy, and he keeps on flurrying, and then it starts turning into eye-catching punches because of the speed and that it's landing on Hagler. Even if he's blocking on it, it's like, oh wow, it's more like the eye-catching now, right now. So I can see, like, I felt Hagler won that because of his work rate. He had Leonard in the ropes early on. He was outworking him, and then even towards the end a little bit, he started picking it back up, but it was in certain spots where Leonard started letting his hands go, and like I said, Hagler was just staying there, and it's like the eye-catching shots, because Leonard does, you saw him how he was here, and then guess what, caught him with a 1-2, how he pop shot, like those are like eye-catching shots and moves. You see what I'm saying? Like, people are like, oh wow, you see what I'm saying? It's like they grab the attention, like, oh, did you see Leonard? He just boom jumped in with a right hand while his hands were down. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, Hagler should be taking that away by rolling, countering right away, or stepping out of range. Or moving your head, just moving your head. That simple. Don't just stay there where, you know, you give that impression like, oh man, I don't know. I like Leonard's punches though. He landed the most faster, the flashier. But you don't want no excuses. And this may sound stupid. Trust me, I've heard people, and me dealing with boxing and fights, I've heard people like, oh yeah, I gave it to you because he landed more flashier shots and this. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when you guys hear me talk, I'm not just saying it for whistling BS out of my mouth. I'm saying it because I've heard it. That's what I'm saying. Hagler should not give any opportunity. Block, counter, block, step out of range. You see what I'm saying? Don't let it where you leave a doubt in people's mind, because when you start leaving doubt, then it's like, well, I can see for this guy, you see what I'm saying? And then it makes it hard for you in your case when you're like, I won the fight. You see what I'm saying? But if I was Hagler, in his corner, I would tell him, like, listen, man, this 12th round, we need a round. We need this round big. Go out there, work Leonard's body, keep banging him to the body, keep that pressure. Do not let him go. Keep banging. Don't swing. Go for the body right away. Get in close. Let your hands go. Let your hands go. And don't forget your defense. If you see him, the moment he starts flirting, you move and counter him, or you move your head and step out of range, but you don't let him just start flirting on you. No, we don't need that. He's going to try to steal this round by just flirting and giving everything he got. Don't let him. Stop him with body shots and step out of range if you need to. If I was Leonard, I'd be like, listen, that round we could have probably stole. It's one of those close rounds, depending on what judges and the fans like. It could have been, it's a swing round. Listen, I need you to work. Let your hands go. This is the last round. Give me everything you got. Don't get reckless. But when you see him make a mistake or he's standing there, just start letting your hands go, and then move. He comes close, tie him up. If you're tired, tie him up, push him out. Tie him up, let the referee break it up, get back in the middle ring, and then flurry. Shoe shine off that, okay? Just let your hands go, rip fast, combinations with a little bit of power, and then let your hands go, and then back on the movement. Paul, if you need to keep him out, move, work your defense, but just last round, we need it big. Just let your hands go. Well, this is the 12th final round. Let's see how it goes. 12th and final round. Hagler coming out strong. That's good double left from Hagler. That's what he needs to do. Leonard just on his toes, bouncing around. He's trying to flurry. Good cutting the ring off from Hagler. Good jab from Hagler. Hagler should be, when he lands that jab, he should be touching that body with the left hand like that. But don't stay there, because Leonard caught him with a short overhand right. Leonard's talking to him, trying to catch him. Good uppercut inside from Hagler. That's what he needs to do. Let his hands go. Work. He needs to work in there. Leonard needs to slide out. He has opening on the right side. He should slide and get out of there. So both guys trying to. Oh, Hagler right now letting his hands go, but he's aiming to the head, and you see Leonard's just moving, slipping, rolling. He needs to aim back to the body, body, chest. Leonard flurrying out of there. See how he made the fans stand up? This is what I was talking about. This is why Hagler can't let Sugar Ray shoe shine like that, because look, he just grabbed everyone's attention by doing that. Even if, to me, a lot of those punches were slapping, but still, fans don't see that. They just see an exchange, and you can see Leonard's he's banking on that flurry to get him out. Hagler should be stepping up the pace, pressuring, and letting his hands go. Not just pressure, but some punches. Work his body right there. You can see he's tired now. He should attack that body. See, Leonard's flurrying, trying to let his hands go. He's baiting Hagler in. That's good jabs from Leonard. Leonard feels like he got this 1-1. Now he's just killing the clock. Smart move. Leonard's killing this clock. Hagler he shouldn't be showboating with him. He needs to pressure, let his hands go. But to the body, let his hands go. Leonard is showboating, doing all that because he wants to get Hagler out of his game plan, and so that clock winds down. This is where Hagler should be stepping it up, let his hands go. Cut the ring off. Hagler should be cutting the ring off. Jab to the body, and work. This is a smart tactic from Leonard, though. This is absolutely smart on his part. He's flurrying again. Good. Hagler's letting his hands go as well. Good left hands inside from Hagler. Good fight, very good fight. I gave that round 10-9 Leonard because Leonard did a smart game plan. He flurried, like I said he should in the fight, the round before. Flurry and then move, flurry and move, and then he did exactly like that. And then he started implementing the showboating tactics, and guess what? It started getting Hagler out of his game plan. He started showboating, and guess what? The clock's winding down, and that's why Leonard was like circling around nonstop, because he knew, boom, that's all I needed was that quick exchange, move, quick exchange, move. and just let that clock wind down. And guess what? Now it's in the judges' hands. So we're gonna hear how the judges scored it, and then I'm gonna tell you guys my scorecard if I agree with them, and if I disagree with them, and then give you my final thoughts on this fight. So let's hop on and see what the judges have to say.
115, Marvin Hagler. 113, Leonard. Judge Jojo Kara scores the bout. 118, Leonard. 110, Hagler. And Judge Dave Bernardi scores 115, 113. By the winner, by a split decision, and new heavyweight champion.
On my scorecard, I have it 115, 114, Sugar Ray Leonard. I had it a very, very close fight. Like, I have 3 swing rounds. What I mean by that, it could have gone either way. I had the 5th, the 8th, and the 11th round were swing rounds. And I could see Hagler winning because in my scorecard, if you give 5th round to Hagler, Hagler wins 115, 114. So to me, this fight wasn't controversial. Like, it was a very close fight, could have gone either way. The only controversy comes when I hear that scorecard, 118 to 110 for Sugar Ray Leonard. What was that judge watching? What was that judge watching? Like, honestly, I do not see how that fight was 118, 110. That is a horrible scorecard. Horrible scorecard. Like, you obviously were not watching the fight. You were just picking Leonard right off the beginning. That was a horrible, horrible, horrible scorecard. That's the same. That's like when Canelo fought Triple G and it was 118, 110. Canelo, like, in a great fight. Like, this was a great fight. This is my first time seeing this fight, and it was a hell of a fight. It goes down, me just watching it goes down as one of my favorite fights, and I'm happy you guys voted for this fight because I see why. This was a great fight. But once again, a great fight like this is ruined by a scorecard 118, 110. Like, where do you get a scorecard like that? Like this, that it was preposterous to hear that. I agree with the 2 judges that scored it for Hagler and Leonard, 115, 113. The only reason I have it 115, 114 is because, like I said, I gave that 9th round a 10-10 round. I thought that was a great round from both guys. So I gave it 10-10. But I can see it. I can see people making a case they had Hagler winning. I can see a case being made for Leonard. It was that type of fight, and it depends on what you liked from this fight. If you like the shoe shine, the flashy punches, you can lean a little bit more to Leonard. But if you like the aggressive, the body work, the pressure, you would lean to Hagler. But when you say 118, 110, I'm still mind blown. And see, this is, once again, I said this, I can't remember what fight I did, but it was the Iquarte fight. When you hear the scorecards and you hear some ridiculous scorecards like this, you ruin the legacy of a great fight because it's surrounded by controversy. You see what I'm saying? This fight should be like one of the most watched fights. Like, people should be talking about this. Like, this is a fight to see, but all you think about is like, nah, it's most controversial. Most, like, that's sad because this was a great fight, a very entertaining fight. I enjoyed every second of this fight, and then you get a judge like that. That's why, honestly, the truth be told, I'm so, like, if you ever meet me in person and we get to talking, you see me, I'm so critical of judges and referees because everyone criticizes boxers. Yes, boxers need to be, held to a high standard, but so are judges and referees, because when you get stuff like this, 118, 110, like, you tarnish the sport, you turn people away. And how do I know? I've talked to people and I've heard people say, oh, when I hear these horrible scorecards, I don't want to watch boxing no more. And I've heard people tell me, that's why I went to MMA, I went to UFC, I went to basketball or football, because they're like, I'm tired of hearing these BS great fights getting ruined by scorecards by the judges. And I can see, like, honestly, if that dirt judge said they had it 115, 113 for Sugar Ray, no one would have bet an eye. They would have been like, yo, it's a close fight, I thought Sugar Ray won, or it'd be like, I thought Hagler won. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad with any way you see it, but when you have something like that, why you gave Hagler no chance at all? And when Hagler was doing great, I'm looking at my scorecard, he did great. He had great rounds where he worked. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm sorry. I just have to throw my 2 cents in there because, like I said, I hate that these great fights are the way you remember them is a robbery. It was a robbery. Yeah, I'd rather it be sitting back. People like, oh, it was a great fight. I thought, so and so won by a point. I thought so and so won by a point. Is, and then I can see a breakdown. Like, oh yeah, I can see like this. I can see this fight being swinging 1 or 2 points going either way. But then when you hear 118, 110, it's like, seriously, like. And then that's what leaves in people's minds, a robbery, because you have a scorecard like that. Like, how do 2 judges have it close, and then 1 judge has it by a wide margin? I don't know, man. Like I said, I had to throw my 2 cents in there. I really enjoyed the fight, guys. Thank you for picking this fight and voting on it. It definitely became one of my favorite fights out there. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Go to my story, because I'll post this fight up on it, but I'll post on my story the next controversial fight you guys want to see me break down. Also, let me know in the comments below. Let me know who you thought won the fight, what was your scorecard, and explain why you thought they won. And also, let me know, do you feel me, guys? Do you agree with me? Like, do you agree with me that, judges like this that score 118, 110 should be punished or taken out of boxing, or reevaluate, like, why did you score it? And then, because, am I wrong? Is it scorecards like that ruin boxing? Like, I think so, but please I want you guys to give me your thoughts on this. Like, does it ruin it, or you're just like, I don't care, or whatever? Like, please let me know in the comments below and everything, and just like, let's have a discussion. Like, no debate, let's just have a friendly discussion and see what's going on. Give me your thoughts and everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this fight breakdown. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And until next time, guys, make sure you stay tuned. I got plenty of videos constantly coming out, fight plans, teaching the basics, and breaking down some of the mistakes that these fighters do that they could have done in their favor. So, but as always, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is El Castigador. I had fun. I'll see you guys next time.